Hello everyone, my name is Mega Mace, and today I thought I'd broaden my Reddit horizons by doing something a little different. I thought I would try r/MaliciousCompliance. If you aren't aware what that is, it's basically people who are told to do something they know will end with a negative result, usually to the person that gives them the order. With that out of the way, our first story is a long one, so I do hope you enjoy. Apology if format is off. First time posting and on mobile, so I'll do my best. Also notice this is long, so TLDR at the bottom. So quick background. I worked for a Korean car manufacturer as a quality control manager for 3 years starting in 2010. My job was to inspect parts and make sure everything was up to snuff before it left our location. This is incredibly important to the story. Cast members. IB, Idiot Boss. He is also Korean with poor English skills, so I'll be writing it as he spoke, not trying to make fun of him. MM, my manager. MO, machine operator. Me? Not even gonna bother. So at our location we produce around 30 different parts that go into the frame of the cars, and most, if not all of these parts, are welded by robots. If these robots are not properly maintained, the welds won't hold and the parts will break when small amounts of force are applied, which you can imagine is not something you want to happen on a car. The machine in the story has problems every day and IB doesn't like to deal with it, even though he is the only person that knows how to fix it. While doing my rounds and checking the robots and the quality of the parts, the MO calls me over. MO. Hey, I think these parts aren't getting welded correctly. Me. Okay, I'll take a look. I do a quick quality test and it fails horribly. Of the 8 welds, 5 aren't holding. Me. Shut down the machine, I'll get IB and get it fixed. I go to the office carrying 4 of the failed parts and begin showing them to MM and IB. MM. How many has MO made today? Me. Around 200 give or take. This machine can easily produce 1,500 per day, so this was early morning important info. MM, okay, we need to do a random test on 50 and get the machine fixed ASAP. IB, no, part is good, you test too hard. He trained me on how to test this machine because it has issues and I did the test per his instructions. Me, I'm sorry about that, will you please come check it for me? He nods, we go out, and he tests the part so gently that the welds wouldn't break. IB, see, you test too hard. Part is okay. Me, IB, we have to fix these parts every day because of these issues. Can you please look at the machine and make sure? IB, machine is okay. You don't touch. And don't check. I will do. All part is okay. We argue back and forth for about an hour, me trying to reason with IB and him ignoring my concerns. I look to MM, who shrugs and tells me to leave that machine alone, which I agree to do, knowing that we will get hell from the customer. This particular part is required on every car that is assembled. I think 4 per car, maybe more depending on the model, and is a key component to the car. It is added near the end of the process, meaning that the car is fully assembled and this part cannot be repaired at that point due to its location, and the whole car must be scrapped, and all of us know this. And thus begins the malicious compliance. We run this machine hard for 3 days and nights, producing close to 9,000 parts that I am certain are all bad, but I don't actually know because I'm not allowed to check any of them, and I don't. On the 4th day, the machine burns out a circuit board and can't function, but we made a week's worth of parts already, so not a big deal, but the 9,000 parts had been sent to our customer. Now this is when everything goes south. IB forgot that our customer also checks these parts, and will complain and return any that are not up to snuff and will bill us for them. They also keep records of how many are used out of each batch. A single part costs $22.50, and if it is bad, we have to refund them and pay a fee of $6 per part on the ones that don't make it into the car. If it goes on the car, we have to pay the entire cost of the car. IB gets a call first thing in the morning on the 5th day. I don't know what is said, but he leaves to go visit the customer and spends all day down there. I ask MM what's going on. Me. So what was with that call? IB looked terrified. MM. Do you remember how we didn't check the machine and let it run for several days? Me. Yeah, did they find bad parts at the customer warehouse? MM. Worse, they assembled close to 100 cars, maybe more before they noticed the issue. IB came back and tried to blame us before we reminded him that he told us not to touch the machine or test the parts. He was still pissed, but couldn't do anything because we followed orders. IB got reamed by the CEO and the COO of the customer company for 8 hours straight, and our company got billed over $300,000 for the scrapped vehicles plus fees for the bad parts and a fine for sending bad parts. TLDR, boss wouldn't trust me on bad parts, lost over $300,000 in a single day from fines. If you guys want more like this, I have plenty from my time there, let me know in the comments. Also, if any of my old workmates see this, please don't name our company. Edit. Thanks for the silver, you guys are awesome. I'll add more as I get the chance. Edit 2. Fixed a few spelling errors and read the comments. So I called my old manager and she remembers the incident. Turns out the $300,000 was for IB to pay to, and the total was somewhere between $3.8 million to the company with the fees, so thank you to those who are asking questions. Edit 3. IB was either a COO, CFO, or something like that, so he kept his job, and still has it as far as I'm aware. Figured I'd clear it up for those who were asking. Wow, I cannot believe the amount that costed the company. $3.8 million. And then the guy personally over $300,000. So yeah, I'm surprised he didn't lose his job. That's insane to me. I work for a point of sale company myself, and if you mess up somebody's taxes, which only erroring by like 0.5% on somebody's taxes will cost you your job. So I guess some people are more lenient. But I digress. Let's continue on. So this one happened to my father, an electrician, a while ago. He was working on a house and apparently did something wrong while putting up a ladder to go onto the house. He didn't have work for the next few days and was in a bit of a rush to get out of there. One supervisor decided this was the last time and storms over to my dad.
Excuse me, you did that wrong.
How so?
You were supposed to have
reason that changed nothing.
So we have to ask that you leave for endangering others. You are officially off your shift.
Well, am I still getting my pay for the day?
Yeah.
My father pulls out his phone and calls my mom. Hey, looks like we have time to go to Michigan early. Don't worry, I'll explain in the car. He starts walking to his car before the supervisor stops him.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm off the clock. I can go. Another worker pipes in. Isn't this supposed to be a punishment? Supervisor snaps.
It is.
No, it isn't. He's going on a vacation. By this time, my dad was hopping in his truck and about to speed off. Holy y'all are f***ing nuts. Thanks for all the upvotes. 3K. Liking a random story my dad told like twice is the coolest thing ever to me. If you guys like the stories I picked, let me know. Leave a like, share, what have you. And if you do like my content, please subscribe. It does help me out a bit. But otherwise, let me know down in the comments if there's any other stories you'd like me to do or if you'd like me to go to different subreddits. Otherwise, I do hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.